Hi, my name is Ash, and today's video I'll be talking about how you're going to get a job before the end of the year. I'll be giving some actionable tips on how you can get that. As an HR professional, I've used them myself, so these tips are tips that I've used, and I can tell you that they have worked. From CV hacks and different strategies, these are all the points that I'll be giving you today. So please stay tuned. I'll give 5 tips. If you stay till the end of the video, I will give a bonus tip that just could make all the difference. The first I will be speaking about will be customize your CV. As I've said in my previous video, your CV is your career journey. Your CV tells everybody about your skills, your experience, and your qualification. How would people know about you? So the particular job that you're applying for, make sure that you customize your CV. By customizing your CV, you are highlighting your jobs, you're highlighting the skills as it speaks to that job. So you want to showcase the skills, the keywords that are pertaining to the job or the role that you're looking for. In that way, you will make sure that your CV is visual or your CV is visible. People will see your CV. The application tracking system will be able to see your CV because you have the right keywords in your CV. That's the first step. Tip number 2, make sure that you pitch recruiters. Yes, pitch recruiters, because recruiters sometimes have jobs that are not advertised in the job markets. They have some organizations that go to recruiters by themselves and say, I would like for this job to be advertised, just get me a candidate, because they don't want to go through the hassle of interviewing people for the job. So they go to recruiters and they give them the job adverts. Now, in pitching recruiters, make sure that you have your CV ready, which is the first point that I spoke about. Your CV must be ready, because if you are pitching yourself to the recruiter, you want to highlight your skills to them. You want to show them that you're a valuable person, that, if they showcase you for any role, you will be picked for that role. And remember, to a recruiter, you are also valuable, because if you get the job, they get paid, and it also boosts their own profile, that they have the right candidates in their pool. So if you pitch recruiters, just say, tell them your name, tell them the skills that you have, your professional qualifications, and what values you can bring. You want to also talk about your experience when you are pitching the recruiters. That goes a long way. Optimize your job search platform. That's the number 3 tip. Make sure that you have the right tips, the right preferences on your job board. So for example, the job boards that are popular are LinkedIn, and in the UK we also have some other job boards that you can use. So job boards like CV Library, Total Jobs, Indeed. There are places where you talk about your profile, the role that you're looking for, your location, because most of the times people want to be sure, employers want to be sure that you're not traveling too far to the organization, and that's not eating so much into your salary. Okay, so you want to showcase that. You also want to tell them the range of salary that you're looking for. You want to highlight your skills there, and also add your CV to your job board platform, so that when a recruiter goes there to search, they will be able to see you, they will pick you, and they will contact you. Just remember that recruiters they're constantly combing job search platforms. So if your CV is there and you have the right profile that has highlighted the right things, if they are looking for a job in your location, you will be one of the people that they are going to contact. Make sure that you get prepared for interviews. Not normally, when you want to go for an interview, you are always tensed. You've got the job description. You also sometimes have a short period to prepare for the job. So if you always make yourself ready for interview, or you always prepare yourself for interview, that gives you an upper hand when you have a job role. Let's take, for example, you are ranked by a recruiter and they tell you to just give them a brief description of the job that you do, or the things that you have that will be suitable for this role. If you haven't prepared, if you don't understand your CV, if you don't know the right words to use, you will be caught aback. It's not because you don't have the right skills, it's because you are tense. Sometimes the person on the other phone, you're wondering, I don't even know the question they are going to ask. So preparing for interview is very, very paramount. The fifth tip is make sure that you go to recruitment agencies. There are lots of recruitment agencies that they have their website and they have jobs posted there every day. If you go to recruitment agencies, you will find roles. Some of the roles are not on the popular job platform that we know. Some of the roles are just tailored to those recruitment agencies, because some recruitment agencies are tailored to a particular industry. So you have some recruitment agency tailored to the tech space, some recruitment agencies tailored to just the HR and finance roles. Make sure that you have the right recruitment agencies as your buddy. When you apply for jobs on those places, a recruitment consultant will reach out to you. When they reach out to you, they have your details, and at that time you have become visible. As job profile come to them, you will be the first person they will either contact or send you an email of those jobs. So those tips will really help you. Now we'll be talking about the bonus tip. The bonus tip is apply consistency. Apply consistency to your job search. Make sure that you are focusing or targeting not more than 2 or 3 roles that are relatable. So let's take, for example, I am an HR professional. If I'm applying for HR roles and I'm applying for an HR administrator or an HR advisor or an HR manager, they are all relatable jobs. So what the difference between these 3 jobs might just be the skills that are required for that role. Now, if I'm applying for a job as an HR professional or an HR advisor, and then I'm applying for a job as an accountant, I'm causing confusion because my CV on the job platform is picking 2 different roles. Now people are wondering, what role would they contact me for? So consistency really goes a long way. Another thing that consistency gives to you is consistency gives you visibility. The moment you begin to apply for a particular role and you apply for that role for a week, the algorithm is picking your name and is sending it to different people. So the first time when people are searching for whatever the role you're looking for, say sales representative, your name will be part of those that have popped out because you have applied on that particular role consistently. So with all of these tips that I've given to you today, I also just want to buttress the fact that contrary to what some people feel, that jobs during the end of the year, that jobs are scarce, so you start preparing for it by the next year, that might not be true. A lot of organizations in the United Kingdom have their financial year running from March to April. So what does that mean? It means at December or towards the end of the year, they are trying to utilize their budgets. So that gives you an advantage because there will be roles that will be coming out. Also, there will be less competition in the market. Like every other person will be thinking, there is no point for me to apply for a job because all of the jobs will be coming out in the early year, so January and February. So at that point, there are less people applying, and that gives you more competitive advantage because you're applying more for a job. The third tip that I will give is that during the end of the year, a lot of contracts come to an end. So organizations are trying to roll back contracts. They are going back to the labor market to make sure that they have new people coming into the role. So if you found these tips helpful, make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you share the video so that it's going to help more people to be able to land their dream jobs. And like I said, it can help you just as the year wraps up, but it can also help you throughout the year or throughout your job search. Until we meet again, bye for now.